Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at removing the trim. This is for A4, S4 and RS4, B6 and B7. They all use the same trim, so it can be different colours, but they're all effectively the same. There's a couple of things to point out on this. There's 4 pin clips across the length of this that actually hold it into the door. Then most importantly, on the outer side, which is where we finish, it's a different type of fixing. It's actually a little hook, and it's only made of plastic. And so if you try and remove it in the same manner that you remove the 4 little pin clips, it's very easy to snap that off because you've got a lot of leverage by the time you get to the end. So if you just bear in mind when you do this, that the last fixing at the end is different to the ones before it, you should be fine. So just be nice and gentle when you get to the end. Apart from that, these are quite easy to get out. So I'll make a quick start on this. We always start on the hinge side, the door hinge side of the door, which is this side with this kind of flat kind of patterned edge on it here. Okay, so to start removing this, ideally you want to use a proper plastic trim tool like this if you've got one. If you haven't, you can use a screwdriver, but you've got to be careful because this the finish on this chips very easily, and obviously the door cards are also made of soft material, so if you use something that's metal you can do a little bit of damage. So ideally, if you can, try and use something that's plastic. All you want to do is just put it in just behind the edge of the trim there, and just work it like so. What we're going to do is give it a bit of leverage like that, just so it pops out just enough to get your fingers in behind. That's it. Okay. And from here, remember there's going to be 4 clips along the length, followed by the hook on the end, and the hook's the important one. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, and that's the 4th one's come out. Now, as you can see, I'm actually levering the whole trim here. You can see that. I'm actually moving the entire trim, and this is the problem. This is why it's easy to break this bit, because you've got to pull this out. If you look down from the top in here, you can see the pins, and you can see the last pin just in front of my finger here. And you've got to lever it forward enough so that comes out of its hole, but not too much that you end up putting a lot of leverage on the end. So that's perfect, and then what I want to do is give it a little bit of a wobble and pull it back in this direction, and you'll see the hook pop out at the end. Okay, there it is. See, and this is the hook that I was telling you about, and as you see, it is only plastic, which is why it's very, very easy to break this. So that's the key to it. And like I said, those are the 4 little pin clips that go into these little fixings here. So I'll quickly just pop that back in for you really, really quickly so you can see how to refit it. Start on this end, make sure you push that in and push it back, and then make sure you get your 4 little clips in all the way along, like so. And that's how you remove and refit one of these trims.